My friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sherry. I have a little project. I've been having it sit here waiting for me to get to, and I think today's the day. It's a little craft with me, and I've been acquiring, they've been coming through my path, and I've been grabbing them before they go to the trash. So it's some envelopes that I've been just seeing, that are here and there. Somebody had them, they were going to throw it out. I said, give me that, I want that. Made very clearly, like, don't throw that away, give me that envelope. So I've got two of these cute little, they're like these, brown envelopes, but they're tiny. Aren't they cute? I mean, they're not tiny, tiny, but they're not like the 9 by 12. They're smaller than that. So I've acquired two of those. And then this little bag, let's see, I forget where did I get this. It came out, anyway, like I said, it came across my path and I said, oh, that's a cute little bag. Let me have that. And, it's kind of smaller than the regular, paper sacks. And then these two envelopes right here are from my son. Now, he may have had more through the summer. He's doing, it's my oldest son, and he's doing the little projects that you can do with it's a parent and a child can go into a project at Lowe's Home Improvement. And I think it costs a little bit of money, like, I don't know, not very much. And you get a little project to do, and usually they do it there. And something comes in here, little parts or whatever. And so most of the projects they've done together, him and my oldest granddaughter, at Lowe's Home Improvement. So I haven't seen the envelopes, but two of them were projects that they were to do on their own. I forget why these weren't done at Lowe's, but for some reason there was a couple of projects that they were to take home and do. So he would, after the one they did at Lowe's, they were, coming to my house for family day for lunch. So those I didn't see the envelopes. That then the two that he didn't do at Lowe's, he brought to my house and did at my house. And that's when I saw these envelopes, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's such a cool, it's like a coin envelope type thing, but it's a little bit bigger. See, it's just one of those like paper, like coin envelope type things. And it happened twice, and both times I said, give me that envelope. I don't throw that away, you know what I mean? So salvage those. So my goal today is to decorate these in some way so I can use them in my junk journals, right? So let's start with these two little ones. And go from there. So what I have to decorate these is I took apart the book that was sent to me in Happy Mail. One of them I actually took apart the Winnie the Pooh one too. I believe it was a Winnie the Pooh, and this one. Here's the covers and here's the pages. This one I haven't cut up or anything. I have all the pages right here. But the Winnie the Pooh, I've been just combing through each little page and cutting things out. So this is some of the things I've cut out. This one I tore around, this little bunch of characters all together here. There's no way you're cutting any of those out, right? They're all kind of just on top of each other. They're in a big crowd. So I tore around the outside of that one. Same with this one. I just wanted to see what it looked like too. So this one I think I might cut up more because it looks weird. Christopher Robin, I think, has his hand there. So this one I'm going to cut up more, put that to the side. But all of these I have fussy cut right here. So you can see all the cute images I got. And I was just going to add them to my little stash of, because I have had another Winnie the Pooh book that I cut up as much as possible, cut the little characters out of. And I think did I use it last week and maybe showed it to you last week? And was going to add those to the little pouch, but I decided maybe I might need them for these envelopes. There's not that many, and I have way too much here stuff, to use, but I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. So yeah, this has some nice images I thought I could use. I haven't cut, like I said, I haven't cut anything out, but I just thought it'd be fun. Look at these. These are just little images in here that would be perfect for, a little something, to decorate a little something. And you can make tags or journal cards too, but I thought, wouldn't it be fun to decorate a couple of envelopes with this book? Maybe some Winnie the Pooh, and then I got these books here. I got two of them. I won't need two of them today, but I did get two of them because I liked them so much. And these books were inspired by Lynette at Cheaply Chic, where she was using these from Dollar Tree. These are from Dollar Tree, in case you didn't see me show you these in. I showed these in a Thrifty Thursday, but I just love these little deer in here and all the little creatures in here. And her envelopes turned out so cute. So I've got those too. So I want to try to use a little bit of everything that I have out here. You know, something on each envelope. So let's get started without talking about it anymore, right? I just wanted to show you my supplies. I do have my distress ink out here too, just in case I need it. So let's maybe focus on one thing at a time. So maybe we'll do these two with pages from this book. So let's see, and I've got my glue here, my scissors, all my little, tools like that. So let's see, I kind of want to keep these as a whole. So I'm picturing them, maybe I could actually glue them down like this. That might be the best thing, to glue them down like this. Or, they could be a belly band, so I could put glue here, and make a belly band or something like that. So, but anyway, if I did do that, I would want to decorate this side and leave the little flap up like that and just make it a pocket. So, but I guess both of these were originally folded inside that little kit that my son brought home. So anyway, let's look for something about that size to put on these envelopes. I mean, it's a real simple thing, right? But, and it doesn't have to be that size, but I kind of think, hopefully like right here, here's a cute little picture. That's just about that size, right? So this is a possibility. We're going to put all the possibilities. Hopefully we find two. And we'll put one on each one. We'll cut it out. You can tear it too. Maybe we'll tear one. I do have my ruler here that I like to tear things with. So here's another bigger one. But this little creature, what is it, a frog? I guess that's one of the frogs. He has a hat on, so I couldn't see his head clear. I wasn't sure if that was one of the frogs. But he's falling. I don't know. I really don't like that one that much. Oh, now this one's cute, and it's nice and big. Okay, so that one will really fill up this envelope. So I think that's going to be a definite yes on that one. Let's see. I just want to flip through real quick here and see if there's anything else. This one's potentially for that one in case we don't find another one. But let's just flip through and you can see kind of what I'm thinking about here and maybe get some ideas of how to go through maybe some books that you have and do something. Now here's a cute, wait, we skipped a page. This is a cute one. Let's see. They ran around the corner of Frog's house to make sure that spring had come again. Okay. That one is cute. It's, I think a little bit bigger than this one, so I like it for that. I'm going to put it here, and this one here is where Toad, I guess it's Frog and Toad. Okay, I got it. Toad licked one of the cones, so they've got some kind of ice cream cones here. You can't see him so good there, so I don't know. Although I like that one, I just don't know if it's one I want to use here. This one, he's apparently having problems carrying the ice cream cones. And, oh, here's a cute one coming up I just saw. Let's see. I'm trying to go through these as quick as possible. This one I like. It's like Frog took a rake out of the garden shed, so that would be really cute for any journal, really, or even a garden journal. I like that one a lot. It's a little bit bigger, too. It'll cover the whole envelope. So I think I just might stop there because I've got two bigger ones that are probably perfect. I do have a few more pages, but, oh, look, here's a Christmas one. Oh, Frog was not there. I'm worried about Toad. I was not there. I'm worried about. I am worried, said Toad. Oh, not about Toad. I'm just making up my own words. So I still think I like that garden one, even though this is a really cute one too. Let's see, and I like this one where they're together. It looks like they're getting ready to have tea or something. That is really, I think, really cute. So let's put this one back over here. This one and this one. And let me not lose here's the two we're going to use. I like the Christmas one. If I didn't have any others, I probably would use this Christmas one. But since I have these two, I like those the best. And here's what's left. Sorry, I'm trying to grab these. And Toad ran out of the house. He's having problems with something there. A cord of some kind is wrapped around him. Oh, he's trying to wrap a present or something. Okay, I think, oh, this is a really cute one, but it's smaller. So, yeah, let's go with these. And I think I will tear them. So let's put these over to the side, or put that book over to the side. And then this is, I just use my regular ruler to tear things. So I just put it on. This has kind of a double edged side here. And then here is just a flat side. That's what I used to use, that flat side to tear. It gives me a nice straight tear. But it is a torn edge, so I think it looks nice. That's kind of like, I've experimented quite a bit with tearing, and I really like a straight tear better than just a jagged tear, if that makes sense. So to each his own as far as tearing goes, but you know, do what you like. Some people like a more torn, rough edge, so, you know, and it looks beautiful when I see it, but when I do it, I just happen to like a straighter tear, so, yeah, that's what I do. And if for patchwork, too, if you're doing like a patchwork of, say, just scraps, I like to still to do it with the straight tear and put the little patchwork together with your straight tears of different size scraps. That's fun. I've done that before. So here's for one envelope. And then let's do this. Let's tear this one real quick. We'll just get these done and make quick work of these. And we'll have these two done and ready for a journal. So yeah, I am doing a vintage journal next for a school-related vintage journal. So I do like to check out actually the words sometimes when I'm doing something like this, and just make sure if there's any words I want to keep, you know, or phrases or anything that would be cute. Like, you know how when sometimes you're doing something, you're like, I need a word, or I need a phrase. So I do check out the pages like that and make sure of whether or not, you know, before I throw them out, possibly, or if they're big enough or look really cool or something for our background, that's always a good thing too, just in case maybe you want that text part for a background. These are more like readers, so that's why they don't have very much text. This book is a reader type book, so it has that, you know, kind of double spacing reader type font, which I like. So that's why those are good to check. Those are good to check for words, and then they're easy to cut out because you have that double spacing. But yeah. So okay, so here we have our pictures. So cute. So these could end up in my. I think I'm going to. I don't want the little pictures or illustrations here have a little bit of a rounded corner. I'm not going to worry about that. What I'm going to do is ink that a little bit to just kind of cover that up, so I don't have to. I don't want to round the corners because then it won't, you know, be torn. So I'm just going to kind of ink this and cover that up to the kind of squared off round corner there. So it looks like, you know, it doesn't look like it doesn't belong. It's all kind of blended in there. And that'll look pretty on this brown envelope too. Make it stand out a little bit and give it a little bit of a frame. So, yes, I'm having some fun crafting right now. Had a little bit of time and energy, so yeah, I'm doing it. I put this project out on my desk this morning hoping I would not be tired when I got home, and here I go. We're doing it. I just couldn't wait to do it, so. And it's easy and fun, so it's not like, you know, I'm exuding a lot of energy here. I was so busy at work I didn't get to do, I was just working every second I was at work today. Can you believe that? No, I always work when I'm at work. But usually I have a few seconds to, you know, take a little break and do something, but nope, not today. Not today. I did go out to lunch though. I went to Dollar Tree and got a couple things. I went to a thrift store too, but got nothing. I almost walked out of Dollar Tree with nothing, but you know, I just started remembering as I was walking around some things I wanted to look at, you know. A lot of times I'll go in there and I don't make myself a list. I just try to remember, and I'll be like, I'll just draw a complete blank. Like, what did I want to look at? And today I was just like, everything was popping in my head, and I like, let me go look at it before I forget what I wanted to look at. So that is cute. And yeah, there's a fold in this, but it's fine. We're actually covering up the fold. And then, like I said, I think I am going to either glue this, like put glue all over here and glue it down as a pocket, and we'll make a little tag. I'll make it. Actually, I could make a tag from another page there out of this book, couldn't I? Have like a matching tag of some type. So we'll see about that. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but that's an idea. But yeah, I thought these were nice and kind of, you know, they have color, but they're also kind of neutral, and so, but I do like to have color in my vintage journal, so this could give me some color if I put them in that school journal I'm going to make next. Can't wait to get started on that too. Alright, so those are going to be left like that, and I feel like there needs to be a little bit of glue right here. Let me put a little bit of glue up in there, and these will be done. And then we'll have two more envelopes and a paper bag to decorate. We'll look at, let's look at the other books. Well, you know, if I don't use one of the Winnie the Pooh images now, I'll end up using that other book on all three. So let's commit to using some of the Winnie the Pooh on maybe the paper bag. Okay, so with paper bags, there's so many different things you can do. A lot of times, if with a bigger one, I mean, you could do it with this one, but with the bigger ones, I'll take and cut, say I'll cut right here, and then I can use this for a pocket, this bottom part. And this is a nice bottom. I look at the bottom and make sure it's nice. Sometimes, most of my paper bags are nice on the bottom, like this one has a pretty nice bottom. It's not like all kind of, you know, weird or anything. But so most of mine do have a nice bottom, and once in a while I run across one where it really doesn't look very nice, so then I don't use it. But you can, so you can cut that off, or you can, and then I, you know, have a pocket. I'll put the sack in the journal as in the signature, and you have a pocket on both sides. You know, you've seen that a million times, I'm sure. But for this one, I think I just might leave it like this, and then I can do two things again. Same with the envelopes we just did. I could glue this down back here and have a belly band, glue it all the way down. Either way, I can have a pocket in here, and I can glue this down on the sides. Have a pocket right there, and sometimes it's, you know, depending on what you want to do, you can go ahead and glue your gussets together if you just want to have a solid glued down pocket where, like, just, well, if the gussets are glued together, it would be like this, and then you would have just like a slot here to slip something in, or you can leave it and glue it like it is, and then it would be, you could pull it up, you know, have a little bit more wiggle room there to slip something in. I think I do want to cut this off a little bit, just to, because there's a little tear here, and even though I'm going to glue it down, I feel like maybe if I make it even across here, it would be stronger. You know, let's just see what. Let me just cut that across the top there. I just feel like it's a little, maybe a little weak across the top there, the way it is now. So if I can cut a straight line here, we'll see if we can do that. And I don't know if I like that like that. I mean, I do, but I'll show you something else sometimes that I do. Just a second, let me grab something. I've got my grungy old pinking shears here that I use for cutting paper. I'm going to cut a new, like, you know how the other one was kind of pinked, but it just had, you know, regular paper bags just have that little pinked edge, but they're a little tiny, you know, piece. So this has, now I've re-pinked it in a bigger little pinking edge, and I think that looks nicer actually. Okay, yeah, like that. So let's make it how it's going to be as far as, I think I'll, you know, and you can glue this all the way down too if you want to leave that on there and just put something solidly over the top or whatever you're, I mean, you could use either side. We're going to use this side. It has a little 100% recycled paper. I just have no idea where I got this little bag. Now, I've had this sitting, these little envelopes and things sitting for a few weeks. I'm just going to put a little glue under here and glue the sides together. So this can be a little pocket, little tuck spot. Little fun tuck spot for something to sit there. And so we'll put a tag inside and have a little something that we can sit in there or tuck in there. And we're going to use, what I say, Winnie the Pooh on here. All right, let's see what we got here. We need, I'm picturing something here, two separate things. So I don't know if I have two separate things here. Didn't plan this ahead. We could put this whole gang down here. That would be cute, like the whole gang. A whole Winnie the Pooh gang is in this picture. I could ink around those edges too, and that would look pretty. And then I would need something, you know, to fill up this whole area. So I don't want anything, you know, too tiny or too wide. So let's see. We got Tigger here. He would fill up pretty much, you know. Winnie the Pooh's a bigger guy, so he would fill up more area. And here's even a bigger Winnie the Pooh. And he's so cute. Tigger, a bigger Tigger. He's almost too big, but yeah, he's kind of actually almost too big. And then that's too small. This is probably too wide. Is it too wide? I could actually probably fit that on there. But I kind of, and it looks, you know, okay. I mean, it would look cute if I didn't have anything else, but this Winnie the Pooh fills up this whole space. So I think we're just going to feature Winnie here. So let's put some ink around this at least and see what that looks like. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah. You know, I don't use ink very much, but sometimes it's just called for. And something like this. I do like it on a torn edge, though. That's one place that it looks really good. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this little project for a while. I have a few projects sitting around that I think I have a video coming out where I shared a few different projects I have. I don't think I shared them all, but I think I shared quite a few on a member video where I have quite a few projects just sitting neatly waiting for me to get to them so I don't forget about them. So one at a time, right? That fits so nice there, I can't believe it. And looks really cute. And you can see the inking, how much that adds to it. We've got the whole gang here. I don't know where I'll use this, but we'll find a place. I use all of my ephemera that I make, you know, on YouTube here, on my videos. I do use it eventually somewhere, whether it's a decoration or something I stick in a pocket or whatever, to clip into a journal, or even put in my membership Happy Mail. Now that I have that, I have another place where I can use things. So, and I always try to put one handmade thing in there. It's hard because I want to put so many things in there, and I have to just, you know, put what fits in that particular size Happy Mail, and that the post office will let me get away with. You know what I mean? With all their requirements of certain weights of envelopes. So, okay, so there we go. Super cute. I didn't ink around Winnie the Pooh. I didn't think he needed it. He was cut out. This was torn, so I inked around that. And it's super cute. I could always ink around the paper bag later if I felt I wanted to. So we got a tuck spot here. Let me, let's see. I don't think I have anything that's small except for my cutouts here. Oh, I have some. Here we go. I have a little piece of paper here. So we'll put a little, later on, we'll put a little tag here that will, and it might be something small. Here, I have little tiny pieces of paper here. Let me get a smaller piece of paper and pretend like this is a tag. Let's see, where's it? Something that's small. Just a small little, well, this is a little, I could even put a little tag like this here, some little tags down in here. And that would be super cute, you know. Just like that, a few of those or a couple. And then we'll have put a bigger tag whenever I use this. Put a bigger tag in here, and this is open. We didn't glue down the gussets, so I'll have plenty of room to put a few things in there, right? So that worked out well. Took care of 3 of my little pile there of things, and now I have 2 of these, much bigger than the things we just did, but still smaller brown envelopes. And I don't know why I'm pushing everything way over there. Hello, let's get back in the middle. Okay, so we're done with Winnie the Pooh. We're done with Frog and Toad for the moment, and we're going to get out one of these Dollar Tree books and see what we can do with that. So, let's see. Let me make some room here. So, I really like that page with the deer, and this is a glued-in type of pages. So, let's see what we have. Now I'm going to take, these envelopes are the same size as you saw, so I can take it and go, you know, like this kind of, and see what will fit on here. Like this little hedgehog would be adorable on there. So I can use a bigger image on here, and we have, these are good sized book pages, so, and if I were going to use these in a journal, in a bigger journal, they probably come out separately. Oh, I don't know. They might come out. They may or may not come out together. I'm not sure. I'm not really trying to get them out together at the moment, but if they don't come out together, you can always put them back together. You know how that goes. So anyway, let's look for the deer. I really want to use the deer, and I want to see if it'll, I think there's a couple different pictures of deer in here where, you know, they're different sizes. So let's see what we got. We're going to use a deer for sure. And maybe that little hedgehog on the front there, that on the first like title page. Where's my deer? There's another hedgehog. He's a little sad hedgehog. He's got a tear. And here's a, now this would be pretty. A whole, you know, all our whole bunch of little creatures here. On here. No, oh, I think she used this one. These deer here. I don't know if she just used that little piece. I'm not sure if that was it, but it looks kind of like, I know she used 2 deer. And, oh, we're almost, let's see. Well, I think I might have passed the deer. So, or is that it? Okay, we've got deer here. Let me see. I'm going to hold this page. And that is such a cute little picture there. But Let me see if I have any more deer here, or is it just that one page? And if it is, we'll just get that page. That little hedgehog is so cute. And we've got a mole. Oh, here's the deer. Here's the other deer picture. This is the one I was thinking of. Here's some more deer here, too. Let's make up our mind. So I think I'm going to leave that one for now. And this one would fit. And this one, let's see how this one would fit. This one would fit too, I believe. Let's see which one would fit better. I think this one would be better because I can actually, you know how this one has white around it? This one has the whole color all around it. So I think I'm going to go for this one. And then we'll be able to just cut out one big rectangle to fit on here, I think. I mean, I know we can. I just hope I can get all, there's 3 deer here. So I hope I'm kind of hoping to get all 3 of them in there. Let's see, how do I want it? I don't really like to tear out my pages because I've done it enough to know that if you're not careful, you're just gonna, sometimes you just rip, they just rip where you don't want them to rip. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my X-Acto knife here. I'll get this out right here in the fold. Let's see if we can get it out that way. There we go. Okay, that one for one envelope and this first. So this one will be smaller. Yeah, that's a lot smaller, isn't it? I was thinking, is that the one? Oh no, this one here. Hello. Yeah, this is perfect because it also has a lot of color around it. Okay, let me again use my X-Acto knife. I think I need to use it on this side though. I think it'll come out easier if I use it on this side. This is a cute side of this too. But this hedgehog is smaller. He's smaller over here. And I want the bigger one. Okay, did I get it? Yes, very good. That came out really nice. Okay. So let's do our deer first, and then we'll do our, I think I'm going to tear it too. Let's see, where's my ruler? Then we'll do our hedgehog second. So, like I said, I want all 3 of these deer, if at all possible. We're going to get all these 3 deer here on this envelope, one way or the other. So I might have to tear it more than once, but that's going to be hard if I'm not careful, because if you ever try to tear off a little sliver, it's not fun. It's almost impossible. Not impossible, but it's almost impossible. So I'm going to tear. I don't want to make it too small. Let me just fit this on here. So see how there's the deer's ear. There's this deer's ear. It needs to go up here, and yeah. And then if I put that there, so cover that up. And that deer does fit in there. Not his whole body or anything, but okay, I think we're safe to leave the whole. I just didn't know if I needed to tear like over here like that, closer. That wouldn't be cool, but I think I can keep this deer, maybe the mommy deer. I think I can keep her whole ear in there, hopefully. So let's do it. I don't know if I'll ink this one or not. It's got a nice pink color there. It's not really seeing a lot of white. Oh look, I have a little hedgehog here I can save. Cute. That's definitely going to be a tag or something. And then this side, now we can see better. And we'll tear. Let's see, where's that mama deer's ear? Put it right up in the corner there. And this is where we got to tear if we want to keep the mama deer's whole ear. So right here. I'm going to just leave the envelope there. No, I don't want to leave the envelope there. Let's move it. I think it'll tear better without the envelope. Okay, I want to tear straight. So let me see if I have this straight. Yeah, I think it's straight. Okay, let's see what we got, what we're left with. Not much. The color is really pretty though. That's a pretty color they have in that background. Okay. Now, I'm going to have to tear a little piece off the bottom. I kind of want to tear all the way around, so I have the torn edge all the way around, so I'm going to go ahead and tear this little bottom piece off here, right below this little deer's feet or hooves. So this little piece here. And then we're almost there. So cute. Yeah, I'm so glad I found these books, but you know where did I tell you where they were when I showed you in my video? They were at, if you ever look like at the Dollar Tree books on the aisle where they are, let me I'm going to leave the envelope on this time so I can see where to tear. Yeah, they were at the top of the top, like there's books here, and then they have another shelf with another bunch of, books and lined up, and they were at the top. They were at the top, and I was like, I'm glad I'm tall, because I wouldn't have been able to reach them. I was like, how do people reach these? They were so far up there. I really couldn't believe it. I was like, because I guess I've never had to reach up so high to get a book from Dollar Tree, but yeah, they were up there. And this is a little bit too big, so I think I'm going to have to actually maybe cut it. I'm going to have to cut it because there's just too small of a sliver to have to cut off. So let's get this glued down, and I don't know how I'll put this into a journal, except that if I put it, I can put it in a pocket, or I can maybe I could even, put it at the top of the page and glue the flap down over the, top of the page, so it would be on the other side, and then it could be a little flip up like that, I don't know. We'll see when that time comes. But I'm going to put some glue on here so I don't have glue in the wrong spot on the picture here. Because, like I just said, I'm going to have to cut a sliver off, and I don't want to be dealing with glue on that sliver trying to cut it off. So we're just going to put glue right here where we need it. And this is Fabri-Tac, That's what I've been using lately, mostly, as I've said, probably 10 million times. You're probably trying it, you're probably like, we know. I know. Just in case somebody's new, you never know. All right, so I'm going to line it up. Yeah, we're going to line it up over here. I'm trying to keep Mama Deer's ear. Keep her whole ear there. And let me get it right to the bottom edge, because we pretty much tore this to fit right to the edges. All right, there she is. So cute. I wonder if there's any... I don't see any words right on the pages that we just took out. Let me see. No, not there. Now here's a couple of words. Dear family, like deer, D-E-R, like a deer family. You know what I'm saying. Let's cut that out because that might be cute to put on here. Deer family, because that is a deer family. Looks like a mommy, a daughter, and a son to me. This one doesn't have horns, but it's too little to have his horns or antlers or whatever. But they are shy and quiet like, and then it stops. Be brave. I'm just trying to see if there's any other. Yeah, as her children cluster around her legs. Those are her children. Okay. It's not just a friend, it's her children. So we've got dear family here that we'll cut off the top here. So cute little, almost looks like a little sticker. And put somewhere on there. But let's just deal with this sliver problem here. See a little bit right there. There's no way I could tear it. I mean, there probably is a way, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut it off. Sometimes I have to give myself a break and not try to do the impossible or nearly impossible. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this on there so I don't lose it. Dear family, there kind of blends in because the background is the same color, but down here it will stand out more. I think I'm going to put it down there. I think that's very cute. Dear family. Oh, so adorable. I love it. Dear family. That's just so adorable. We'll put it right down here in the grass so we don't cover up any flowers. There we go. And it's an envelope. And we use an envelope that just came across my path that probably anybody else would have thrown in the trash. You know what I mean? Alright, so here's the second one. And we're going to put Too Timid to Talk, the hedgehog, on here. And in the same fashion, he's going to fit on here with no problem. I like the colors of the leaves down here. It does have a fall kind of leafy. The leaves look kind of like fall leaves in this. So these could end up in a fall journal. So let's see. How do I want to do this? I guess I'll just go ahead and tear this side off. He's a hedgehog, yeah. He almost looks like a porcupine, but I believe he's supposed to be a hedgehog. There's a little squirrel up there. We can put him on a tag later and even use some of these words maybe. See, nothing really left on here except for some leaves. We might need those for something. And then I think I'm going to try a little something different here. I'm going to tear it again, but I'm going to fold it right here. Make a little pinch fold right at the bottom, right there. And then we'll tear. I'm going to make sure it's on the right side. I'll tear right on that fold. So let me line it up. Let's see if we can get it right on the money this time. I'd almost rather it be too small than too big. Should we make it too small and leave a little border? Huh. I think we should. Okay, let's just tear right next to the hedgehog then. We're going to do it different this time. Yep, I think that's a good idea. I want to see what that looks like anyway. So the other one, we filled up the whole envelope. This one we're going to, oh, look at this. This is going to be a pretty tag background right here. And then we got the squirrel over here. We're going to be cutting him off so we can put him on a tag, that little squirrel in a tree right there. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. See where we want to go up to. Maybe about right here, or yeah, that way we'll have like the same amount on the top and the bottom. And it will fit on the envelope with no problem. We'll have a good sized border around. I think we're going to have more. Well, I don't know. Let's not speculate. Let's just see how it actually turns out. Oh, that's a little crooked, Sherry. Ah, why did I tear it crooked? Now that's going to be hard to tear straight. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it. It's all right. You almost can't tell that it's torn anyway, right? It's such a straight tear. Just hope I can cut it straight though. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Okay, now let's see how we did. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to ink this though. It needs that contrast between the two things here, between the picture and the envelope. It needs a little something there to set it out. So, and this is shiny, you know, kind of, not shiny, but kind of a slicker surface, so it doesn't kind of absorb it, maybe like the other book was. So I'm kind of making sure I lean it this way so I can get more on the actual kind of front of this little picture so you can see it You know, you can see the color of the ink. Oh, that looks nice on that torn edge though. Really nice. It makes the torn edge stand out more too, doesn't it? Yes. And it looks, yeah, because like I said, you almost couldn't see it. And this was not torn here either, actually. So this was cut and this was not torn because this was the bottom of the page. So, yeah. I'm trying to lean forward on this quite a bit so I can get enough ink on here to get that color. And then we'll have the torn edge over here that will make, this ink will make stand out more. A little bit anyway. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I can see it here in person. Let me just go over that one more time. See if I can get it a little darker there on the edge and on the front. Right here too, it's not that much on the front. Yeah, that looks good. Very nice. It almost looks like it was always there. Like maybe the book was like that almost, but yeah, that looks nice. Can you see it when I put it down like that? That looks really cute. And that is just a freakishly adorable hedgehog. Oh, there he is on the back. That's so cute too. Don't look. Don't look. Oh, I can't hardly look myself. He's so cute. Can't stand it. Well, I do have another book, so I can use that one from the next book. Good reason to get two books. There you go. If you see one, if you see them, get two, because if you want to use the other side of the page on something, you can. You can use it from the other book. Alright, I don't think I have any more words right now. But this doesn't even need words, except for if I found the word cuteness overload or something. That would be a good word. But he's just so cute. Alright, so this is the second. Oh my goodness, I just can't even stand it. Cuteness overload. You know how it is. When you see something just like, oh my goodness. Just the cutest thing ever. Okay, we're going to take a little peek at what we did. And really quick, before we say goodbye, we made these two. Love the deer. Love that little guy. Here's our frog and toad. They are also very adorable. These are all look very cute in a journal. Can you see everything? And then here's our Winnie the Pooh bag. A little tuck spot. And I did finish one of my sitting around projects, so thank you for joining me for this. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, and I'll see you then.